I was out to dinner with my time left friends, my table one peeps. They're going to love the call out here. And of course, it comes up. These are people that I don't know. And it comes up, what do you do for a living? And I get to say, I'm a sex therapist. And the thing is, while I love this work and I think it's really powerful and it is interesting, the response I get, no matter where I am around what I do, is this like, oh, this is so interesting. This is so novel. This is, people have tons and tons of questions if they don't back up. And it just sort of reinforces in my mind the idea that we're not talking enough about this. People are eager for the opportunity to talk and to ask questions and to think about this and to understand what sex is like for people and that they're not alone with this and they're not the only one with this issue happening in their life and they're not the only one with the questions. And so they get this opportunity, if I show up at a dinner like this or a party or whatever, to finally ask some of those questions. And the enthusiasm or the interest in this shows me that we're not talking about this enough, right? Where else does this come up? Now, occasionally I have clients, students who talk to their friends about sex. So occasionally people are talking about this in social situations or with people that they know. So they've got some awareness that they're not the only one in this situation, the only one where desire discrepancy has crept in, or the only one where there's some sort of sexual dysfunction, or the only one with a question about masturbation or porn use or whatever it is. But most people are not talking about this. And actually, one of the things I hear from clients a lot is our friends think we're the perfect couple. They have no idea that we're not having sex or that it's stressful or that it's whatever. And I think it's really unfortunate because then people feel alone in this and they feel like somehow they can't bring it up. And now they have to keep up the front of being this perfect couple where then they start to actually think, well, maybe we're not perfect because we're struggling in the area, in the bedroom. It doesn't mean you're imperfect. It doesn't mean something's going wrong. It means you're running into inevitable struggles. Sex does not just work naturally, especially across a lifetime together with a partner. Struggles are going to be inevitable. Differences in libido are going to be inevitable. Our bodies are going to change at the very least because we're all getting older, but often things are happening, right? So we're not broken because of this. It is not a failing or a flaw or a death sentence for our sex life. These struggles are normal, they're common, and it's just not helping any of us if we're not talking about it, right? If you feel like you're the only one, and you don't know and you don't understand and there's no context, you can get into such a cycle of fear and rumination. And that, I don't know if any of you have woken up at 4 a.m. with that pit in your stomach, like, the fear that can hit you when you're not having this normalized. So I would encourage people. I mean, I don't know who you can bring up sex to, your friends, your family, but to start to talk about it a little bit. First of all, talk about it with your partner, because a lot of people don't even talk about it in their relationship. Open up the conversation. Try to, I think Brene Brown talks about shame. I can't remember, she's the one that said this, but shame thrives in the dark. So when we are secret about something or protective about something, we're more likely to feel more and more shame about it. If we can be open about things and talk about things and ask questions about things, the shame recedes. We may still struggle, but we don't have to feel shameful about it. We don't have to feel bad about it. And then we can feel like, oh, this happens to other people. Maybe some other people have ideas. Maybe we can even seek out something like a sex therapist and get some professional help if we need the guidance and the support to do that. So please open up the conversation. I'm going to challenge you to talk to one person in the next week, whether it's your partner or somebody else, just a little bit about sex. Let's change this in our culture and make it something that's normal to talk about.